Okay, we say you are the man of all things fresh, all things local,
Yes.
and that is no exception today.
I am definitely bringing some local good stuff.
Absolutely.
I was just finishing up this slaw that we're going to put on these sliders later.
Ooh, okay.
So that's literally cabbage that I picked, a half hour ago.
No big deal.
So I got that. And I got these nice flowers too, but what we're going to talk about first.
Are we eating flowers?
Yeah, you're going to eat
edible,
those.
Rand.
Would you like to try one now?
No, I'll wait.
Okay, all right. But yeah, so I wanted to show everybody how to make pulled pork, and we use pulled pork on a lot of things. We're actually going to be selling it on Market Wagon too, like just pulled pork in general.
Yeah, you're doing sliders. Randy, how do you feel about sliders?
I
Pulled
love
pork
sliders. I really do.
Yeah, so this pulled pork makes an excellent slider, and basically this is Becker Farms, pasture raised, top quality. You know, these pigs are healthy and happy living out in the sunshine. And I want to tell people how to make this into a delicious ingredient for a sandwich. So the way to start is I've got all these ingredients here for the rub. We've got, salt, paprika, cumin, thyme, onion powder, garlic powder. And if we mix the right quantities together, you have what's called a rub. So we're going to put some salt in here. This is actually about 3 tablespoons of salt. And then we've got 2 tablespoons of paprika. And then about the same. I'm not afraid to do like 3 tablespoons of everything, but sometimes I do a little more, a little less.
Okay.
And this is just a great thing, garlic powder. And we got the thyme in these lovely Gravesco bowls. We got thyme.
We got thyme.
And here's the cumin. And really, that's all that I do.
And then you brought my favorite salt.
Yeah,
I just love the texture too of this salt. It's so
that's
good.
the sumac salt that we also sell on my website, and that people get addicted to. That's another different wild spice that I forage.
Good.
So this turns into a wonderful thing that you sprinkle on the pork. So we'll go ahead and look at this. Get a good layer here.
Boy, that pork looks good.
Thank you.
Looking better when it's cooked.
Kyle Becker is one of my local heroes.
Okay.
And you don't have to be shy. And this rub you can hang on to for, put it in a jar and use it whenever you want. And you can be very liberal with it. It's not going to be too much salt or anything.
Okay.
Got to get under here.
So put it on both
Try
sides
not to throw it on the camera, all the dry stuff. And do both sides generously, because we're not going to use that whole amount of spices and salt for the rub. And then, once it's seasoned, I like to smoke it. So I did smoke the pork that we're going to be consuming later. But we don't have a smoker in the studio. And then we finish
Put that on the list.
We finish it in the oven, and it's very easy to do. You simply cover it and put it in an oven at around, I like to do it at 250, and it takes a while.
Is it one of those slow and steady?
Absolutely. It's just like a braise. And then all the juices come out, and it just makes this delicious pulled pork.
So how long does it take?
It takes until the internal temperature reaches 195 degrees, in my opinion.
Okay.
So if you've got one of those Insta-Read thermometers, I set an alarm and it tells me when it's done. It's so easy.
That's nice.
Yeah. So do you want to see what it looks like when it's done?
Yes, please, through the magic of television.
There we go. And
it's
you
gonna
can
be
see the
delicious.
smell, right?
Oh, my.
Look at that.
Right?
That's what's been smelling so good in here.
Can you smell that, Amber?
Oh, yes. The smoking makes a big difference for sure.
Absolutely.
So then we can show exactly how soft it is after being in this process.
Oh, look at
Look
that.
at it. The spoon just goes right in.
And that's the way you want it, of course.
Absolutely. So, and if you're not sure when it's done, this is a good indication. When you can just take a spoon in it or a fork, and you just pull it apart. And we can do this, I usually will put gloves on. This just came out of the oven. So I'm going to do it with the spoon for now. But a lot of times I'll put on gloves and just pull it with my fingers. And then you make sure that none of the bone fragments are left in there too, right?
Sure.
So there's a little bit of bone in this bone-in pork. That's nothing to be afraid of. But use your hands and pull it apart.
Yeah.
And then we can put it on the sandwich.
And then it's all incorporated into the juices.
Oh, the juice, yeah. Don't remove the juice. Put it in there, because that's all the flavor. So.
Boy, does that smell good?
See, yeah.
It really
does. Oh, that's delicious. Can you? I mean, I know the answer is yes, but you can overcook this too.
Oh, well, you can, but this is one of those things.
Randy's
this
like,
is
yeah,
one of
that
those
would be
things
me.
that is actually difficult to overcook.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, especially if you follow my recommendation. I mean, you can do it faster in like a 350-degree oven.
Yeah.
But if you do it low and slow, you know the temperature's never going to get too high.
Well,
so,
that's a good point. That's very true.
See
but
this?
as long as you keep it on that low temperature.
Yeah, and you
Look
can
how
see this.
easy
You can
it
see
falls
the
apart.
smoke
look at
ring.
that.
And guess what's going to be great on a sandwich in the next segment?
Randy.
Right? Look at
We
that.
have to wait till the
Beautiful.
next segment.
He just
huh?
gave us a tease. That's
Well,
what's
you
coming
can
up
have
in
a
the next
taste.
segment. Do you want a little?
Anybody
bite?
want to taste?
Yeah.
All right, hold out your hand and I'll drop a little piece
Yeah,
in
just
here.
like-
It's a little warm.
I'll take one for the team, Amber.
Yeah, right.
That's why I love you, Rand.
There you
Make
go,
sure-
sir.
Helping us
That's
all
it,
out.
that little bit there.
Well, I can give you. You want a handful?